Yo, I hate, man, that when you fill out your year, you fill out your date of birth. Sometimes in Japan, they want to know the era you were born in.
Oh, yeah.
Not the year you were born, the era.
Yeah.
It's like...
Do you remember your era?
Heisei, that's it. I don't know.
What year, though?
the one that looks like Kuru. I don't know.
I'm Heisei 6.
Right, 8, I think I am.
I think so.
Yeah,
You guys are speaking a different language to me right now. I have no fucking clue.
You're probably like Heisei 2? What year were you born?
1990?
This is stupid, though.
1990, yeah, Heisei 2.
You got to circle the fucking kanji you were born. It's like, what? Why?
Sounds like astrology with extra steps.
It's like having silhouettes.
I'm Heisei Sagittarius, Gemini the 6th.
It's
What
like
the hell?
so
What are you?
Heiseis and Reiwas don't get along.
It's every time they have a new emperor, right?
Yes.
So it's like if you go to date of birth and it's like circle the queen or king, the reigning monarch, circle the picture of their outline.
Well, you wouldn't have a problem with that because you've had the same queen for the past 80
everyone
years.
would have Elizabeth, bro. It's easy. But when it's confusing, I'm like, which one? But it's just like, I don't get it because some government ones don't do it. Some governments do it. Can you all just decide? Why can't we use the numerics? It's easy. Everyone likes numerics.
Yeah, what I don't understand is how universally. So we have the date, right? I believe it's on the we have the day, the month, and the year. Now, what order does that go in?
Listen, okay.
It depends on the country.
What do you do in Australia?
Day, month, no, month, day, year.
Oh, you do American style.
No, day, month, year.
So
Wait, what? Fuck, I don't even know anymore. Wait, what do we do it? How do we do it here?
Japan does
year, month, day.
That's
which
right.
I think actually makes the most sense.
Yeah,
right.
I disagree.
Why?
Because where are you right now? You're in the day. You're in the day, and then you're in the month, and then you're in the year.
Okay, you try. Okay, you know how Japan loves documents.
Yeah.
Now try sorting documents out in your mind. How do you sort them by?
By day.
You go by year.
Start with the year first.
You go by the year first, right? And that's how I know Japan chose to put the year first. Because if you put it into putting sorting documents in a computer, you're like.
Yeah.
Like you start off the file name with the year, it sorts it out perfectly. You start off the file name with the day. It's a fucking.
You're never gonna have a time where you're gonna hear at the fucking bureaucratic office be like, Tanaka, give me all the documents that were signed on the 11th of any month and every year, just the 11th.
It's like your I don't know how Americans do address, but you do your address, right? You do your street first and your number of the apartment. You get bigger and bigger, right? So you ascend into the scale, right? It's same in Australia, I think, right? You do your address of your house, like the number, the street, and then you do the county or whatever, then the town, county,
state, country,
In Japan, it's like the other way around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So
you start with the prefecture and then the city and then the area of the prefecture and then the block of the street.
Yeah. And I think that makes more sense though, because like you're narrowing it down as you're searching for this address, right?
Yeah, but the way I see it is that like if you're in a postal system, you're gonna like the first thing you're gonna read is the first line, right? So I think like if you look at something, you're always gonna look at the first line. If I'm a man who's delivering letters, I'm gonna be working in like fucking Hokkaido anyway, right? I don't even know that I'm working in Hokkaido. These letters are all Hokkaido. Like I'm just gonna look at the number. All right, here you go. I don't know.
I guess.
On the flip side though, but I think we can both agree. Why Americans? Why'd you put the month first?
Yeah, that. Okay,
why?
That is weird.
Why? This is the meme. Like trash taste. We get confused with everything. The one thing we agree on: shitting on America. I love America. But yeah, what's going on with the month?
That is weird.
What's going on? With
why? In what logical sense does that make sense? You know, why would you put the month first over the day or the year? Because it always fucks me up when I buy a new PC and it tells me like I set the date and it's always like the month first. What if it's like the 11th of the 11th, right?
Yeah.
I'm sometimes I'm literally confused as to what the format is because like the day isn't large enough to dictate if it's a month or a day.
Well, and at the same time, they do that, and yet they call it 4th of July, not July 4th. So I'm like,
I never thought about that.
So I'm like, why would you not call it July 4th?
I think some people call it July 4th, but I think
I've never heard of
July 4th.
Everyone's called it 4th of July.
Yeah.
Maybe 4th of July.
Yeah.
July 4th sounds like feels dirty.
That doesn't,
just feels wrong.
That doesn't seem to be.
I'm not even American, and I'm
maybe there's some reason why, but just from a just a normal zero understanding of background, like it does seem to make no sense for the month first, then the day, because you're not even doing in some order. You're just completely like you're just like shuffling it.
Yeah.
Like putting the year second. That feels like something America would do. It's like day, year,
the 11th of 1994, October.
May as well. You've already chose anarchy. Why stop now?
I'm sure there's a reason why.
There's probably a reason why. I'm just too dumb to understand.
I'm sure
we just want it to be different.
I feel like there's a lot of things with America, like the imperial versus metric systems.
Yeah.
It's just like there are just some things where America just decided this is the way we're going to do things.
Okay, but you have to admit, I think the UK. I don't know about Australia, but I think UK is the worst.
Oh no, UK is fucking awful as well.
Because we mix. It's like, what are you doing? The absolute state of this country.
No, in Australia it's all metric.
Yeah.
The only time, the only time in Australia where we would ever use the imperial system is when we're talking about like basketball player heights.
Every time I shit on the American imperial system, they're like, "What's miles per hour?" Well, and I'm like, I would like to retract my statements. my country is just as stupid.
I refuse to use the imperial system. I will not use it. I will go out of my way to avoid using it.
Because it's so inconsistent.
I just think that the more you just kind of like, I don't know, I want to be like, all right, I'm not going to change this. I'm one man. I can't change.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I have my way and other people adopt it too, maybe things will change eventually. I left the country, so maybe not. I don't know. But to me, it's like.
But I like the metric system because it's like it works in increments of tens, right?
Yeah.
It's like 10, 100, 1,000. Meanwhile, in America, it's like 3 inches to the yard. God knows how many. 3 inches to the foot. I think it's like 16.
4
teddy
teddy
winkles
in a meter. Oh, this land looks like it's about penguin flops large. Yes, 4 penguin flops large. It seems to be. No, I mean, okay, the UK is the worst. Here's why, right? Because in America, at least they've decided that pounds is a system they're going to use to measure weight, right?
Yeah.
In the UK, we decided no. We need pounds and stones.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is the dumbest shit ever. And it's the reason why I hate watching like weight loss TV shows in the UK, because they just hit me with these fucking metrics that I can't understand.
Yeah.
They're like, Tim was 12 stone, 18 pounds. No, that doesn't make sense. Tim was 12 stones and 12 pounds. He's now down to 11 stone. What does that mean? I don't know.
Wait, how many pounds to a stone?
16.
No, it's like 14, I think. Are you sure?
All I know is losing a stone of weight is an impressive feat. That's just what I know.
I don't know.
How many pounds to a stone?
Is it 16? I swear it's not 16.
1 stone is 14 pounds.
I told you, 14 Yeah.
Eat shit, Ashley.
The fact checker got fact checked straight up.
Checkmate.
Yeah, I remember.
We're firing Ashley when we're hiring Siri.
Okay, but here's the question then.
Okay.
How much is a pound?
I
Because in
don't
my
know.
head,
I don't
it
know.
makes no fucking sense. Because for us, it's kilograms and grams.
The only time I ever get a frame of reference is when I go to the gym and both the machines have the kilogram and the pounds, and then I'm kind of like, I'm like, oh, just a little bit of studying, I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because every time like an American comes up to me, he's like, "Oh man, I'm so fat. I'm like 130 pounds." I'm like,
that's not fat. That's good. That's
I
good.
don't. It seems a lot to me.
You're just spouting out numbers.
Yeah,
to me,
130
right?
seems a lot in my world.
Yeah.
It's weird as well because like, because I'm under 6 foot, I want to abolish the whole 6 foot. Let's go to centimeters. That sounds good, right? Like, let's go to that.
I mean, I never used feet
I
or
like
inches
6 foot.
until I started dating Aki. Because I told her, I'm like, how tall are you, Aki? And she's like, oh, I'm like 5 foot. I'm like, that means nothing to me.
I didn't start using feet until everyone on the internet started using feet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, why do people on the internet use feet? It's just something that universally, no one says their height in centimeters on the internet, even though a lot of the world do use centimeters.
It's because
to
every
measure
time you
themselves.
do, there's going to be at least one American in the reply being like, can you use the imperial system, please?
So I literally did not know how tall I was in feet until I went on the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is part of the internet. It's learning your height in foot, apparently.
And then like, okay, so when you cook, right?
Yeah.
If you get a cooking book from 40 years ago in the UK, it'll all be in ounces. If you get a cookbook now in the UK, it'll be in grams and liters, right?
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
Right. So
That's not an issue because none of us cook.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I agree. But what I'm saying is the consistency is fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nobody said
Whenever you use the cookbook, Connor.
when I tried to cook and it didn't work out because I couldn't follow the book.
Because I didn't know what an ounce was.
Do you have like a what's it called? Like I don't even know what's it called. Like a measuring weight thing.
Like a
Yeah, I
measuring
do, yeah.
Like
Do you
a
actually?
kitchen
Yeah, I do,
scale?
yeah.
Yeah, a scale. That's what I was talking about.
Gone tries to prove he's not a drug dealer.
Do you have a scale?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I have kitchen scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have kitchen skills because Aki cooks though.
Yeah.
It seems like a good thing to have. I don't know. Sometimes it comes in useful.
Have you ever used it?
Yeah. Not for cooking.
Not to pack my drugs.
Sometimes there's things that like I want to measure something that is not heavy enough to put on my actual scales.
Like
'cause
what?
It won't. I don't know. Just like maybe it's I don't know.
Certain powder.
Like what are you
I
measuring?
don't know.
That
There's
it's
been
not
things.
sugar.
There's been things. I can't remember what though.
Salt.
Yeah, so it's really annoying that it's inconsistent with that we change randomly. Nobody said that we had to change to grams and liters for cooking. We
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we didn't change miles because all the signs are in miles, so that's not going to
Yeah,
change.
I've always wondered why do you guys still measure it in miles per hour?
No idea because
Because do you measure distance in miles?
we do actually.
Yeah. we do.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's really confusing because I remember that it's really strange because we're in the EU and we were for a long time, but then like we refuse to do anything. And if you go to any of these countries, it's all in kilometers.
Yeah.
Sometimes, some countries, it's a mess. It's such a mess.
Yeah.
And although if you learn science or anything in the UK, you learn the SI units, which obviously
Or
you learn.
Kelvin and
Or meters.
Meters.
Oh, I was like-
everything goes into nicely into.
Yeah, but that's the same in America as well. They teach you
not always. Sometimes they do.
Really?
Yeah. Some. I don't know if they
even
still,
in the sciences.
I don't know if they still do it, but some places do because because when I was in university as well, I was doing engineering. Some of the older papers they gave me. Did you
Yeah.
have this?
Yeah.
Where some of them were like, can you figure it out in pounds per inch, like force?
Oh, pounds
Yes.
per square inch.
And
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
happen
And
in
that
some
was just
older
like-
questions.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah,
And I'm like, this formula is complicated enough as it is, and you want me to convert that into pounds to inches?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
every time I heard pounds per square inch in Mythbusters episodes, I was like, I'm just gonna give up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to assume it's a lot.
I don't know if they do in America. I totally I did. What? Are you your hand up? Oh, I thought your hand is up. Can you check if they still teach it in America and universities?
I just know there was a famous case where
Yeah, the NASA. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Hubble Space Telescope, right?
Right.
Oh no. It was a Mars mission. It was a Mars mission. It was like a fucking $1 billion mission or something, and it got fucked up and burned up in the Mars atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because the teams designing it couldn't agree on whether they were using imperial units or metric
Well, I
units.
think they just miscoordinated.
Yeah, they miscoordinated. Yeah.
Right.
So that's
Yeah, it just-
probably the most expensive fuck up to do with the measuring system.
That
But
doesn't
then-
convince you to
but
go
then
metric. I don't know
If
what.
you go to a pool,
Flat Earthers celebrating right now.
if you go to a pool in the UK, oh, it's a 25-meter pool.
Yeah.
It's 2 meters deep.
Yeah.
Oh, how far is the journey to the 2 meter pool? Oh, it's 1 mile away. It's like, can we just fucking decide?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
Like
shitty.
it's like we've made this weird fucking system where we just can't fucking decide what's going to be used where.
Yeah.
And it's totally up to whoever is the governing body of that thing that they decide, and then that's the thing. But nobody seems to have an issue with all these metric and imperial units mixing. And then there was a thing in the UK recently, and I'm pretty sure it was just outrage bait to like get people to be outraged about something that wasn't like super shady. They were trying to get attention off it. It was like,
Yeah.
we're going to bring back the imperial units, and everyone's like, but why? Why? Why would we do that?
Yeah.
But then we use Celsius. We don't use Fahrenheit, so we don't use that.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, can we just fucking decide?
That's also another thing I just can't stand every time I go
But
to America.
okay, to be honest, the one thing that pisses me off the most of any unit and is the most frustrating unit is ounces in America, because I
Oh yeah,
can't
because they're different in
because it's
America. aren't
fluid ounces and ounces.
Yeah.
So the bag of Doritos is a 16-ounce bag or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
what does that mean? This is like magic to me. I genuinely don't this is genuinely like a RuneScape quest. I can't figure this shit out.
they? This might as well be an Elven.
I don't know.
You got two engineers here, and we
I
can't
barely-
fucking figure it out.
I barely have some semblance of what an ounce is. I can roughly figure out what an ounce is. What
Yeah.
the fuck is
I
a
have
fluid?
I have
ounce?
no fucking clue
I
what
don't
a
even
fluid
know.
or
It
standard
It
ounce
could be a
is.
Do you
super
know how much
easy
you guys
thing.
weigh in ounces?
What?
I don't know what I weigh in pounds.
Why do you know that?
I don't. I was just.
I don't even know what I weigh in kilograms right now. I don't measure my weight.
I do, unfortunately.
Do you know?
Out of shape. That's what I am.
Oh, you must have measured yourself when you did the thingy test, right? The medical test.
Oh, like a year ago.
Yes, things change.
Yeah. I've gained
Oh,
weight since then.
it's creeping up. We've got our next medical test.
I was like
scheduled.
76 kilograms, I think.
Okay.
When I last, I'm probably not that anymore, but
Oh,
I don't know I don't know what that is in pounds or ounces.
built different, bro. Built different.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
the thing is now I know my height in feet more than I remember it in centimeters.
I know them both.
I'm like, I think I'm 182 or 3 centimeters, but I'm not 100% sure. Just because I haven't said it in so long.
Well, you are taller than me slightly, and I'm 181, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to be more than 1 centimeter taller than you, right?
Probably.
I'm
So
like
you're probably 183.
Okay.
176 or something.
176. Look at
No,
that.
you're not that short. You're
I
not that much shorter than me.
Look at this guy. Under 180.
so.
Look at
Imagine
him.
being below 6 feet.
That's me, bro. That's me.
Imagine being below 180.
I don't even know if 181 is 6 feet or not.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I
6
think it
feet.
is, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like just 6 feet.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't even know. It's weird.